Hello to my viewers. My topic today is about relation of roots and coefficient of quadratic equation. So I have here the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now the purpose today for having this topic is we need to get the coefficients of the quadratic equation. So we have a, b, and c. So look at number 1. Number 1 equation is x squared plus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0. So we have to take the coefficients in here. So we know that there is no coefficient, so understood that is 1. And then the coefficient, this is for b, is 8. And then our c is negative 20. Now how to solve negative b over a? So this will be negative. B is 8 over 1. So this is negative 8. So this is negative 8. How about C over A? C over A. C is negative 20. Then over 1. So I have negative 20. So how about to find the roots? So to find the roots, R1 and R2. So R1 first. R1 is equal to, this is the derived formula of quadratic equation. So negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by 2a. While R2 will be the opposite. Negative b, the other one is minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by, sorry, this is 2a, over 2a. So the difference between R1 and R2 is in here, between the square root of r squared minus 4ac. So look at this one, positive, and the other one is negative. So let us solve R1. R1. Okay, R1, negative b is negative 8 plus square root of b squared is 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times c minus 20 all over by 2a. So this is negative 8 plus square root of 64. Negative times negative, that will be positive. So 4 times 1 is 4 times 20. So 20 times 4, this will be 0. 2 times 4 is 8. So this is 80 over by 2 times 1. So I have here negative 8 plus square root of, what is 64 times 80? 64 times 80. This is 4. 6 plus 8 is 14. So this is 144 over 2. So minus 8. What is square root of 144? Square root of 144, we know that 10 times 10 is 100. 11 times 11 is 121. So this is 12 times 12 is equal to 144. So this is plus 144 over 2. Since, no, square root of 144 is 12. So, negative 8 plus 12. Take note that this is unlike sign. So, we need to use subtraction. So, 12 minus 8 is 4. So, the sign is positive because 12 is greater than 8. Since 12 is having a positive sign, so this will be positive 4. And then, divide by 2. This is equal to positive 2. So, this is 2. Now, next is to solve the R2. We need to change this one, the subscript, R2, and then change the sign beside b and square root. So, this will be minus. This will be minus. Minus also. This one is minus. Okay, so we will start here. So minus 8 minus 12 over 2. So what is minus 8 minus 12? Since they have the same sign, like terms, like sign I mean, so just add this one. 8 plus 12 is 20. then the sign is minus because common sign, then divide by 2. So this will be minus 10. So this is minus 10. Now let us solve R1 plus R2. Addition. R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. R1 is 2 plus R2 will be negative 10. So 2, we need to distribute this one, the sign. Positive plus negative is negative. That is negative 10. So what is 2 minus 10? Unlike sign, so use subtraction. So 10 minus 2 is 8. Then what's the sign? So which one is greater, 10 or 2? Greater is 10. So 10 is having a negative sign, so this will be negative 8. So this is negative 8. How about multiplication of the roots? So R1 times R2. So R1 is 2, and then R2 is minus 10 or negative 10. So multiply, 2 times 10 is 20, then this is negative. So for R1 times R2 is negative 20. 20 I mean. So let's proceed to number 2. So number 2, you have 4x squared minus 8x is equal to 0. Okay, look at number 2. So beside x squared is 4, so that is our a. And then how about beside x, this is negative 8. Now the problem is we don't have c, so we just write 0 because there is no c. Then compute b over a, negative b over 8. So negative 8 over 4. So negative, that will be positive. So this will be 8 over 4. And this is equal to 2. Positive 2. Next, c over a. For number 2. c over a. c is 0. A is 4. 0 divided by 4 is 0. So this is 0. Now how about R1? What's the value of R1? So R1 equals negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over by 2a. So for number 2, what is our b? b is negative 8. So I have here negative 8 plus square root of b squared. So negative 8 squared minus 4. What is our value of a? So this is 4 also, times c. c is 0 all over by 2 times 4. So this will be negative, that will be positive, plus square root of, what is negative 8 squared? So it means negative 8 times negative 8. So negative, that will be positive, and then multiply this one. 8 times 8 is 64. So I have here 64 minus 4 times 4 is 16 times 0 will be 0. Over 2 times 4 is 8. So this will be 8 plus square root of 64, because 64 minus 0 is 64. Then over 8. So this will be 8 plus, what is square root of 64? So this is equal to 8 over 8. Now what is 8 plus 8? 16. Divide by 8. So I have here equal to 2. So this is 2. Now for solving R2, we need to change the subscript I mean, this one, and then change the sign between b and the square root. This one also. This one. Okay. So for R2, so we start here. So 8 minus 8 over 8. So 8 minus 0 divided by 8. So our R2 will be 0. So this is 0. Okay, let us solve R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. R1 is 2, and then R2 is 0. So this will be equal to 2. Then the last one is R1 times R2. So what is R1? 2 times R2, 0. So my R1 times R2 is equal to 0. So that's all for today's topic.